Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to make an announcement about a big change coming to my channel. Uh, Something that's going to kind of help fill some of the dead space, especially during the winters when I'm not doing much with horns. Um, so basically I'm going to be introducing um, more model railroading stuff on this channel. I had originally intended on doing a lot of model railroad stuff, and it kind of ended up just being a lot of horn stuff for quite a while. And I got a couple model railroad videos here and there sprinkled in, not too much, but I really have a lot going on with model railroading right now, especially with it still being wintertime. Um, of course, that will kind of um, slow down in the summertime, and then the horn stuff will pick back up. And then uh, when fall rolls back around, then we'll start getting more model railroad and less horns on into the winter. So I've been doing a lot lately trying to get some stuff set up. I got all my Lego stuff out of here now. I have a separate room for that stuff now. So now basically we just have model railroad stuff and all the horns. More stuff over here. So I'm basically going to be introducing, the next video that I do, I'm going to be introducing a new series that's just plain and simple. It's just going to be called the Model Railroad series. And then within that series, we're going to have videos detailing different things. I'm going to be doing a lot of show and tell, active projects, how-tos, and so on and so on. And that doesn't mean that I'm getting away from horns. Of course, with us slowly getting into spring, we're still having a lot of piss poor weather here. So it'll be a while yet before I get really back into horns and making sound clips and stuff like that. So um, basically, the model railroad stuff is just going to kind of help fill those quiet times on my channel, which have been a lot lately, just because this winter's been kind of worse than the past few years. So I haven't really been doing anything in the garage, nothing, no machine work. I'm still, with everything I got going on, I'm still prepping parts to ship out for repair, and still have a bunch of horns to put together. So the horn content that you guys know and love on here is not going anywhere. I'm just utilizing another one of my hobbies to fill a lot of the dead space in the channel, which there's been a lot lately. So, and truth be told, I've been a model railroader ever since as far back as I can remember. Horns, I started like back in 2009 or something like that, around there. So model railroading has been a huge part of my life for a lot longer than horns has. So of course I have a shit ton of stuff to go through. I'm going to be taking some of the stuff off the shelves, some things I kind of want to go back and fix up. You guys will see that. For the guys who are just here for the horns, you don't have to watch the videos. No big deal. Clearly these videos are going to be prone towards the people who enjoy model railroading, or if you enjoy horns and model railroading like me, then I'm going to try to bring a lot of cool stuff to the table here. If I do need help though from you guys, if you know anybody in model railroading, anybody that is a Union Pacific fan, anybody that's a BNSF fan, anybody that's an Amtrak fan, Ferromex, what else do I have? I got a lot of steam locomotives, big diesels. So any strictly horn guys out there, if you know anybody that's into model railroading, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you just kind of send my channel their way. Let them know what I'm going to be doing here soon. I am going to do, like I said, I'm going to do an introduction video. My next video will be an introduction into the Model Railroad series on my channel. So if you are into model railroading, I hope you're excited about that, because as you can see, I have a lot going on right now with that stuff. And it's been a lot going on for a long time now. I just haven't really put too many videos up. I know I did a unveil of my carnival train, which I'm still very much working on that, so you guys will see that. I have, right now you can see I have a lot of locomotives on the table getting worked on. And I have stuff, everything from stuff that's just kind of nice looking to super detailed to not super detailed, so I'm kind of all over the place. So if you're into any kind of model railroading, please stick around for those videos. And like I said, if you're just strictly here for the horns, do not worry, I will still be making horn videos. Like I said, I'm just trying to fill some of my quiet time on the channel with other projects that I'm currently working on. So I will give the horn guys kind of an update here. So you can see now that all the Lego stuff's out of the way, the horns are back on display really nice. And I have some empty spots with my selling last summer. I think I sold over 10 horns last summer. I still have a lot, and then I acquired a few more to fill in some of that stuff. So you guys remember these from videos in the past I've talked about, just 2 horns that I'm kind of waiting to get some parts worked on and put them back together. I have a lot of parts still in my parts closet. We have some 3-chime manifolds that we're going to throw together with some of this stuff, some of the 5-chime stuff. So we're still not short on horn projects. I got enough to keep me busy over the summer, especially once I get everything that's on the counter here. Once I kind of get all that cleaned up, fixed up, going, shipped out, get it back. There'll be a lot of horn videos coming up when the weather gets nice. And I guess I'll do a little horn walkthrough, just to kind of remind you guys what I have and what I don't have anymore. If you guys want to go back and look at older videos, you'll be able to see what I've sold off. I'm not gonna go through everything that I've sold off, but so we'll start up here. Up here, it's a 90s K5 LLA. So it's a 90s, early 90s 1, 2, 3A, 4A, and then of course a early or a mid 2000s Sandcast 1L to go along with it. It is on a 40K something manifold, but the majority of the bells are all early 90s, so that sounds really good. You guys have heard some sound on that. We have former Union Pacific early K5 LLA, a first manufacturing run raised letter K5 LLA. So that's, when I say that, that's the very first manufactured run of raised letter bells. So these were the very first raised letter bells ever produced. They resemble non-raised letter bells on the inside still. There's no new machining processes as far as that goes. And then a second manufacturing run raised letter K5 LLA. So this has some slight changes to that one. Over here we kind of have a mix of some raised letter and some non-raised letter K5H stuff going on. You guys have seen that in my past videos. I don't remember the tag on this one. 27K? Yeah. 27K K3LA, former BNSF. My 80s chassis system K5LA, unmarked 3A, 4A bells on those. Early 2000s K5LA, former Amtrak. I think it's a 23K. I don't know if I can get in there. I can't really see what's going on there. 23K. It originally had the I don't know if it'll show through here. Originally had the cones bolted on, still has the holes, but now it's got the the different debris covers on there. 90s. Oh, I don't remember what the tag is on that one. 12. Trying to read it upside down. I know you guys can already see it. I can't see what it's. My eyesight's not that good. 13. I was close. 13K. Amtrak K5LA. Eventually I'll get the bolt-on cones for that one. This is a second run raised letter K5LA R23. You guys have heard some sound on that one. That's a pretty stellar horn. My square tag CSX K5LA and the oddball bell arrangement. That's a 12K square tag. The 80s, 90s CSX parts built, shop built K5LA. And then a CSX/CN parts 80s K5L. And then I can't remember most of the tag numbers on these, but it's just a raised letter K5H, raised letter K5HL hybrid. That's the 3-3A combo. Raised letter K5HL hybrid 3-3A4 combo. And then this is another raised letter K5HL hybrid 3-4A combo. That one, I can't remember if that's a hybrid or not. Yeah, it is a hybrid. This is another raised letter K5HL 3-3A combo hybrid. So I have two of each. So I got a 3-3A combo, 3-3A combo, 3A4 combo, 3A4 combo. Raised letter K5HLB. This one I sold. This was a brand new K5HL, just a regular K5HL. I traded the 1L with a friend of mine, so this horn has some fun stuff coming up with it. These two black ones down here, I don't remember which is which. One of them is just a early K5HL, and then the other one is a early K5HLB. You guys can go back through my older videos. I have sound clips of those. And then the one down here is just a parts, all era correct parts, early K5HL. And then over here we have the manifold 2, 1L, 3 and 1 for, and then the 5, one of those 5s came on the CSX early K5HL hybrid. And then the black manifold, those caps, and then all those bells in the back, that's my early 90s tagless K5LA. And then this manifold was for the Tri-Rail K5LA that some of you saw that had a lot of issues with it. And so that horn's just kind of going to be whatever I do with it. A couple of the bells were worth saving. Some of them just had way too much damage even after trying to do repairs. They just weren't worth saving. So we're at least going to ship out the 5 to save. The 3A is still in pretty good condition, probably the best condition bell on that whole horn. Manifold, I went back and took some more corrosion off to try to prevent it from coming back like it was just sitting on the shelf, as you guys might remember from some of my old videos. And then we just have some various bells, 1-2s, some 1s and 2s, just all kind of sitting around there, another 3A. So I have some horns that I know what I'm going to do with, and then some that are just kind of going to be a parts, whatever. We'll mix and match some stuff, maybe get some ideas from you guys when the time comes, and see what you guys want to hear. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's kind of my big announcement. We're just basically growing this channel with some more model railroad stuff on it. So that way I'm not just having like these long periods of where I'm not posting any videos, because I am always doing stuff. Not as quick as I would like to, because I am very busy with work most of the time, but I do try to keep pretty busy on the weekends and in the evenings with a lot of the model railroad stuff. So I have a ton of stuff to go through with you guys, and we're gonna slowly but surely get through all of it. Probably take a few years, but it'll hopefully be some good content. And like I said, if you guys would please recommend your friends in model railroading to the channel, and just kind of let them watch this video, and then like I said, I'm going to do an introduction video getting more in depth on what we're going to be showing on here. So as always, guys, I really appreciate your support. I do love making videos for you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been making a lot lately, but like I said, hopefully that'll change now. So thanks again, and until next time, take care.